Hi, I'm Shauna Goodridge, the Leadership Development Pastor at Gold Creek, and I just wanted to chat for a few minutes about trusting in God's plan and how I was learning how much I needed God during this uncertain season. So for me and my family, we kind of entered this spring thinking about, should we purchase a new home? Should we sell the one we're in? Should we buy a new one? And it was a want, but not a need. And I just thought, okay, this is something that we see down the road for our family, so why not start planning for it? And I'm a type A person. I'm a planner to my core. I started, detailing out what do we need to do to sell this house? How do we do it? How much money could we possibly make to get into the new house, and all these little details. And I'm thinking, my plan's great. This is gonna work perfectly. It's all gonna work out. The market's good. And then the coronavirus hit. And with that was so much uncertainty. All of a sudden, it was a starting and stopping of my plan. Nothing was going like I thought. And I began to get down on my knees and start to pray, because what I learned was I really needed God. I needed His wisdom. I needed Him to shut doors and open doors so that I knew what was coming. And He knows what's around the corner when I don't, whether that's lost income in the future. Maybe we weren't supposed to move, or maybe there's a blessing coming in our future and we don't know. And I realized how much I need to slow myself down and trust in His plan. And the funny part is, through all this praying and through this season, I learned His plan is always the right plan, and He always knows what's coming up ahead, and I always needed Him. But in my process of planning, I tend to forget how much I need God's help. And when it comes to buying and selling a home, you really can't force someone to accept your offer unless you have unlimited money, which I don't. Or you can't force someone to put an offer on your house. So it's always been out of my control, and yet I trick myself into thinking I can control the details. And through this process, God just really blew me away with knowing so much more than I could know about my future, with planning the perfect house for us to land in, with a great yard, more than I could have expected, the perfect neighborhood to go walking around in, and also with knowing before I did about the blessing that was coming in our future of a new baby on the way, and just planning us for that and helping us through the process. So for me, this has really just been a season of prayer and of refocusing and learning how much I truly needed God the whole time. And so I wanted to share a verse with you. It's one you've probably heard, Jeremiah 29:11. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans for you to prosper and not for harm, plans to give you a hope and a future." And I know a lot of us have heard that verse, but what really stuck out to me as I was thinking about it today was that I know the plans I have for you. It's not Shauna's plans, it was God's plans all along. And these are the ones He's talking about that are going to give us that hope, that are going to give us that future. And we need to learn to be trusting in God's plan over our plan. So I hope you're encouraged today to trust in His plan.